Okay, now we're live. I was just talking to myself for a minute. Okay, let's get some people in here. I have a deck to give away. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. It'll take a minute to get people in. So we'll give everybody a few minutes. But I have a deck to give away, and we may have a special guest here. So I am hoping we can get some people in here today. Now, you can come in and get a reading by clicking the link. Hang on. There we go. The link is in chat. If you're on YouTube, if you are on Facebook, the link is in chat. And you can come join me, or I can just pull some cards. Now, the deck that I have that I'm giving away is right here. It is, it's Wild Child Oracle, and I have that little deck right here. We're going to pull some of those cards too, but we're just going to give everybody a few more minutes. If you're here, tell me where you're from so I know you're here. Let us know that you're hanging out with us. And hopefully we can get you in here with the link. I'm just going to kind of check this out from another. There we go. Because I can't always see comments from here. Just from Wisconsin. Hello. There we go. Now I can see comments. So the rule is today, sending stars. We'll put you in the drawing for the Wild Child deck. So today I will be pulling cards from several decks, including the Wild Child deck. So we're getting some viewers up here. We've got some people from YouTube. We've got some people from Facebook, it looks like. Like I said, let me know where you're from. Happy Mother's Day. Tell me what you're doing for Mother's Day. We're cooking steak tonight at home. We're going to have a good time. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Drive careful. Don't get distracted. So the Wild Child deck, let me just show you some of the artwork on these cards. They're watercolor, and they're really pretty, and they are gorgeous. So this is a deck you're going to want. This is a great deck for pulling a card in the morning and giving yourself like an intention for the day. So, let me see. What would be a good one? Not all of these would make great intentions because some of these are pretty dark, but like Beehive, this would be a great one. And this would be like saying, being really super busy and creating something for the day would be fantastic. Or inner guardian, making sure you set up boundaries and protecting yourself. So those kind of things. Lacey, happy Mother's Day to you too. I'm going to put the link in again. If you want to join me, make sure that you hit this link. It'll put you backstage. You won't jump right in with me. And I can bring you in and give you a reading. Right in with me. Oh, and I can Andrea, can you turn your volume down? When you come in, you gotta turn your volume down. Can you turn your volume down? When you come in, you gotta turn your volume down. Can you turn your volume down? I'm gonna take her out. Sorry. When you come in, make sure your volume is down or we get that back and forth echo. So, Andrea, I'm going to give you a minute to figure out your camera and your volume. When you do, I'll bring you back in. Let me know in chat when you got that figured out. So yeah, have your camera on and your volume down, because you can't have an echo with me here. Because honestly, what happens is you guys are a few seconds behind. And so that like creates this huge echo. And let me know if you want me to pull some cards for you, and I will. So, and like I said, I'm giving away this deck today, the Wild Child Oracle. And these are just gorgeous. They're really pretty, pretty, pretty cards. So, Kimberly from Illinois. Hello. How are you, Kimberly? First time watcher. Melissa, join us. Hit the link. Just make sure that your volume is down. So if you have a question, let me know and I'll pull some cards and answer your question. Or if you want to join me for a reading, you can join me. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Absolutely. Okay, Andrea, I'm going to try and get you in here again. Hopefully your volume is down and your camera is, I don't see your camera on. Your camera's still not on. So you got to get your camera on. So I can't bring you in until your camera's on. So this is going to ask you to turn on your camera. Oh, here, let me put you the link in, Kim. Okay, I'm posting a link. Hit the link. It'll bring you backstage. And then I will bring you in. There you go. The link is right there. Click the link and I will bring you in. So yeah, we can have like 5 or 6 people backstage. So if you're waiting backstage while I'm doing somebody else, don't get discouraged. Once I get somebody on camera, then it seems like we get a bunch of people backstage. Don't get discouraged when I'm reading for somebody. And again, this is the deck I'm giving away, these Wild Child Oracles. This is what they look like. And they're so pretty. Tara, hey girl, hey. Come join me. Let me just give you this. Here's the link to join me. Click the link and you can join me right here in chat. Happy Mother's Day to you too, my dear. Tara is somebody I met years and years and years ago at a psychic party and have given her readings ever since. And I did a party yesterday up north Wisconsin, well, kind of mid-north. And what a great group of girls that was. So much fun. Okay, Kimberly's in. Hang on. Okay, Kimberly, make sure your volume is down. I'm bringing you in, but we don't want echo. If there's echo, I send you right back out. Okay, is your volume down on the chat?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Girl, where are you from?
Freeport, Illinois.
I love Freeport.
Yeah.
That's where my grandpa lived when I was a child.
Really?
Farm, yes. And I've done so many shows in Freeport, at Logan's, 26,
Yep.
all over the place. Yeah. So yeah, I bounce around Freeport every so often.
You got to come back.
So what can I do for you today? What would you like?
I miss my mom.
Okay, well, it's Mother's Day, so let's make it a theme. Hang on, let me tune into your energy. So I'm not tuned in immediately. You know, I have to kind of join into your energy. So give me a second here.
Okay.
Okay. Um, let me ask you this. Is Dad gone too?
No.
Dad is still here.
Yeah.
She's concerned about him.
Yeah.
I have to say, the first thing she wants to talk about is your dad and her concern about him and him not taking care of himself. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Does he have an issue with alcohol?
No.
Okay. She makes me feel like he's purposely not taking care of himself.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We got to bring somebody in here.
Okay.
Hang on. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
We're going to interrupt this a minute. DJ Seth, is your camera on? DJ Seth, can you hear us? I don't know why he's not responding there. Oh, I think he might be driving. We're just going to give him a minute. I'm going to keep reading for you. He will respond when he responds.
Yeah.
Oh, he just knocked himself out. There's a reason he's coming in. Because that's my son, and he hasn't messaged me today yet.
Oh.
The little
Okay.
shit. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, she's just really concerned about your dad. I feel like he's neglecting his health. He's not doing what he should be doing. It just feels like, she's got some grave concerns about him.
Okay.
Now, he also mentions number 3 or the month of March as being important. Does that make sense?
March. I don't know.
Okay. Or the number 3. I'm not sure which one. It's just kind of coming up. And your mom shows me acid reflux issues or something with the esophagus.
Yeah.
Again, is that Dad?
My dad. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Boy,
And
she's
me.
not going to let go of that. Oh, and you too.
Yeah. Pretty much
Wow.
me. Yeah. Right now it's me.
Okay. So when you lay down at night, or
Every night, every day.
are you on medicine?
I started taking over the counter stuff, and then I go see a doctor next week.
Okay. I mean, I've struggled with that myself, but what has really helped is changing my diet.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that just really helped. I still get it a little bit, but changing my diet was the major thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So giving up those carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was the one that did it. Anyway. Oh, does mom have 3 children?
She has 3 daughters.
Okay, that's the 3.
Okay.
Oh, and somebody's not getting along.
Well, as far as it's 3 girls, we are.
Okay.
I think we are.
Okay. She makes me feel, though, that somebody's not, I don't know what this is, but somebody's not cohesive. So I'm just not sure what that means.
Probably me.
Okay. She does say not to let your dad get away with what he's been trying to get away with.
Okay.
So whatever that all means. Interesting. Did someone play baseball in the family?
My dad. Well, he was an umpire.
Like for semi-pro?
No.
Just for local?
Mm-hmm.
Because your mom is showing me the whole baseball thing.
That's weird that you said my brother was just here. Well, my brother visited, and he's like a big baseball fanatic.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say that she I feel like your mom was part of that visit, and she's talking about the whole baseball thing.
Okay.
Yeah. How funny is that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. But she does say that your brother will listen to your dad will listen to your brother.
Okay.
So that's interesting. Um, and who's Barbara?
Barbara. I don't know a Barbara, but I know a Brenda.
No, your mom's showing me she's with Barb.
She's with Barb. I'd have to look into that. I don't.
Yeah, just hang on to that. Sometimes you can't think of it when you're right with me and you think of it later.
Mhm.
But she's with Barb. And there's a lot of laughter with this. I feel like there's a lot of goofiness, a lot of fun. So whatever that's about.
Hmm.
Did your mom smoke?
Yep.
Because they're smoking. Her and Barb are smoking.
Okay. They're smoking. That's my mom.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're definitely smokers. And they're having a good time smoking. There's like I would say this would be back in the 60s and 70s when there was no like no
Yeah.
worries about smoking. Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, when you smoke those 100s, those big long cigarettes.
Them big ones, yeah.
Mhm. How funny. I don't know. Barb is on the other side with her, and I just feel like if you think about it, later on, you're gonna be like, "Oh, Barbie." Like, I know who that is.
Yeah, yeah. I have to ask my sisters.
Mhm. I almost feel like they both have rollers in their hair, and, like, they're rolling each other's hair up.
Hmm. Okay.
So it could be more high school related or, that kind
Yeah.
of that's so funny. Your mom became ill at the end of her life, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And she talks about being very, very cold a lot
Yep.
and how her feet were cold and how, I don't know if you put, like, heated blankets on her or what this is about, but that was very, like, comforting for her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My son is here. I told him I was getting a reading.
That's okay. My son tried to interrupt us too, so that's okay. That's what they're supposed to do today. So the heated blanket thing, was that a thing at the end of her life? Were you guys putting warm blankets on her?
Yeah.
That really made her feel, like, comforted and feel better, like, she really liked that. So, that was a big deal.
Okay.
She didn't like whatever you were making her drink.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if it was a salty kinda drink or, like, electrolytes or what this was, but she didn't like it.
Yeah. Wow.
That's interesting. Yeah, but the heated blanket thing, she liked that. That, like, instantly put her at ease.
Hmm.
So, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I have to tell you, she makes me smell do you remember when Avon had those creams that you would open up and they smelled like flowers, like roses and lilacs?
Yeah.
That's what she's making me smell.
Weird.
Like they were hand creams, body creams, and they came in like a round jar.
I'm gonna ask my son this question. You remember when Nanny lived in Nora?
Yeah.
The landlord behind her. What was that lady's name?
Je-
Was it No, not Jenny. What was that lady's name you mentioned earlier?
Barb.
Was her name Barb?
Yeah, Barb.
Nanny and her together, smoking a cigarette right now and having, like,
That's her name, Barb.
Barb. Okay, I found who that was.
Okay.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I was asking my son because my mom raised my son, so
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. So he confirmed Barb.
Yes, he did.
And so those two used to sit at the table and drink coffee and smoke?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Well,
This is
that's
my
what they're
son, by
doing
the
on
way.
the other side.
That's my son. Whoops.
Hey.
Uh,
So
Yeah.
she's sitting at a table on the other side drinking coffee and smoking with Barb.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
I didn't even know about that.
Hmm.
How funny is that?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah. Wow.
You'd just never expect that, would you?
No. No.
So yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you, Kim. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy we could do this. I'm happy to meet your son. You have a happy Mother's Day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. You take care.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Bye-bye now. Okay, if you want to join me, I'm going to put the link in again so you can come in and join me. And you can come in and join me like that. Welcome to all the new people who have joined. Happy Mother's Day to all of you guys. Again, I'm giving the Wild Child deck away today. So if you send stars, you might be able to be part of that drawing. So this is a fun little deck. Tara, it says your device is not connected, so I can't bring you in. So connect your device. So when you join, make sure if it tells you to connect your camera, connect your speakers, connect everything, make sure you connect all that. Oh, there we go. She's all connected.
I don't know how to
I'm
do
gonna
anything
add her.
now.
Happy Mother's Day, my friend.
Thank you. Happy
Thank
Mother's Day to you too.
Thank you. These kids are just growing up, aren't they?
And oh, I know.
It's crazy. So Tara is from Southern Wisconsin. Or you're from Iowa, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and you're a nurse.
Yes.
Yes. So, and I have been reading for you, God, since
15 years.
that's crazy to
I know.
even think about that, isn't it?
I know.
Because I know the very first party I met you at, it was like 30 below that night.
Was it? I don't remember.
I do.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. So
I just remember going to that party and it was so damn cold.
it could. Oh, was it?
It was.
Yeah. I know you're right. It was in the winter.
Yes. And it was like ridiculously cold outside and we were in a basement and it was cold in the basement.
Yes, I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't go out and start my car early. And so I had to sit in the car and like let it warm up because there was no way I was going to be driving it.
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
I just was on. I am in a peaceful, quiet house right now. My boys are at work and my daughter's busy, so I just spend Mother's Day just quiet.
My kids are in Alabama and Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So we went and bought steaks and we're going to have keto steak dinner.
That sounds amazing.
I know. It's good. I'm not worried. It's kind of what we do every Sunday anyway, but you know.
I have crab legs.
Nice. Even better.
Mm-hmm. I'm not making them, so one of my kids is going to have to when they get off work.
Oh, how nice. That's even better.
Yeah.
So can I pull some cards for you? What would you like me to do for you?
That sounds good. I just need you to give me some more peace and calmness
Peace
in
and
my life.
harmony.
Yes.
Peace and harmony. Oh my gosh. Your kids were babies when I started reading for you, and now they're like all grown up.
Yeah, they would have been 3 and 4. The boys, 3 and 4 and 7. My daughter would have been.
I know. It's insane. Now I read for people's kids that were like little when because I've been doing readings for over 20 years. So now
Mhm.
people's grown up kids come to me and it's like crazy. So are you coming to Comedium? Oh, look
When
at
is that?
in Whitewater, June 28th.
Sure. Probably don't have anything going on.
It's going to be so much fun. Very excited about that. We should have a big crowd there. So, and I talked to a woman yesterday at the party that I did up in Montello, Wisconsin, and I may be doing some shows up there. So, very excited. You know me, whenever I'm doing readings and somebody says they work in a restaurant or a bar, or
You're all over it.
I know. I'm like, really? Does it have a back room? How many people does it seat? Okay, let me take a look at what's going on for you. Okay, so I'm just doing some tarot cards for you. This is interesting. So recently what you just went through with like ending something here, it shows me this 5 of Swords, and 5s are just kind of like not always positive situations. You know, it's kind of like this watch your back kind of situation, kind of like there may be some repercussions happening.
With my situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With what
everything seemed to have been pretty mutual. So I don't know what, I mean, hopefully it stays that way,
Yeah.
but
I mean, it just feels like what you just put behind you may not be completely behind you on some level.
probably.
So just be aware. However, your financial situation looks really good. So
That's just a constant stress for me. But I think when I talked to you last time, I said that.
yeah, but you have Ace of Pentacles. So honestly, that looks amazing.
That's great news.
Yeah. You and I have kind of the same money karma. I think that, you know, we both know how to make it. We just spend it stupid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we both know.
I'm working on that.
I know. It's a constant, like money karma is a weird thing. So I know. But right now is a time for you just to relax, take it all in, spend time with your kids. This is, you know, Queen of Cups. Just relax with your kids right now.
That is what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm. Let things come to you. Don't overwork yourself. Don't get all stressed out. Let this situation fully end before beginning with somebody else.
That is just fine with me.
Okay, well, something's going to pop right on top.
Yeah, I'll just enjoy right now my peace and happiness with my kids.
Yeah, but something is going to pop right on top.
You know what? I don't mind that as long as it's positive and you know what I mean?
More grounded. It feels, yeah. Yep. Much more grounded, relaxed. There's some travel involved in it. It looks good.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, maybe you should listen to me when I sense something if I meet this person.
If you meet the, you know what? That's neither here nor there.
Well, seems to me.
You mean like I wouldn't be in my current situation had I just listened?
I'm not going to say that.
I did.
You know, it's so funny because I hate telling people that. I hate like being like, I don't think I like this. I don't think it feels good to me. And then I don't hear from them for a long, long time.
Hey, you know what though? I can't dwell on the past. It is what it is.
I know.
Life lesson learned.
I know. But you have to go with your heart.
Yeah.
You have to go with your heart. I don't know how many readers told me that Ken and I didn't belong together.
Really? And look at you now.
I know. They're like, you'll never marry this man. You will never be with him for more than 5 years. He's not your person.
Hey, you know what's funny about the last lady you were talking to and you brought up Barbara? My niece was born on my birthday, April 30th, and her middle name is Barbara after my grandma, Barbara.
Oh, how funny.
Barbie. Yeah. I just thought as you were saying that, I thought it was funny that you might happen to mention that name.
Sometimes things go for more than one person in the room too, so you never know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. And then
Well,
the whole baseball thing, my brother was huge into baseball. Like there's one who had that child who named after my grandma Barb was like a really good baseball player and huge into baseball.
Oh, how funny.
I know. So like when you were saying that, I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. Cause that sounds just like my family.
Sometimes things go, in two directions. So you just never know.
Yeah.
And usually it's because somebody has something in common.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was doing a show for Magic 98, I had a huge audience and I had this group in front. I was bringing, and don't get excited, people, when I say I had a dog coming through, but a dog was coming through. And I'm not an animal communicator by any means, but I had this odd named dog. It was so weird. And I can't even remember the name. It was like Manuka. I can't remember. It was something really weird. Manituka. I can't remember. It was really a weird dog name. And I'm bringing it through. And I said, was it a Great Dane? And somebody in the back was like, oh my God. And I was like, what's that? And the girl, I can't remember if her name was Debbie too, because I was reading for a Debbie. And she's like, my dog has that same name and my dog's a Great Dane.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's almost like you have to like understand that people are going to have like these weird common ground things. It's there, sometimes there's just these weird things. But yeah, I was like, you're talking Great Dane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's how it happens. But that audience had well over 100 people in it.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember if we had 130, 100. It was crazy amount of people in that audience. So
we'll have to get lunch this week.
Yeah, I'm all in for that. We're trying to look at houses this week too. So we've been
I'll message you.
Yeah, because now we have houses to buy to look at.
Yay!
Yes, we are like pre-approved and we are like trying to do this in a
I'm so
terrible hurry, like big hurry.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that.
Yes. Like crazy.
Good luck.
Yeah. Teresa Morningstar Greengar asks, send me your address. I have a deck to send to you. So, yes. Well, I hope you have a lovely Mother's Day.
Thank you. I will. It's peace and quiet. Like, that's just my favorite thing.
Yes. There's nothing like it.
I love it.
My favorite thing, like yesterday I was driving and I love a good book. And so I listened to a good book for like 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
That's one of my favorite things to do.
Oh my God.
You'll have to text me what you were listening to. Anyways,
I'll tell you. It was Scar Tissue by Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers. So I love a rock star biography. And where'd she go? Oh, there you are.
Sorry, my son was calling and I don't know why I still have my coat on.
Oh, so yeah. Do you like Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
So it was Anthony Kiedis. It was his biography from Red Hot Chili Peppers and his life. Oh my God. He is crazy. And his father was, oh my God, insane.
Really? Okay. I'll have to look into that.
So good. So good. So good. I mean, I love a rock star biography.
So do I.
They're so good.
They are so good. I think there's one with Aerosmith coming out. I just saw.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. And I just saw it on Netflix last night.
Yeah. Give me a rock star biography. I am like a happy girl.
Yes. That's so funny you say that. I didn't even think about that, but yes, I do too.
Did you read the Dave Grohl one?
No, don't. No.
Girl, I cried 3 times, like ugly cried.
Really?
And one was a story about Joan Jett.
Mm-hmm. Well, once I have a little more time on my hands.
Well, I mean, I just like get them on Audible and listen when I drive.
So do I. That's what I, yeah.
Yeah. But I did not think I was gonna like love this Anthony Kiedis as much as I do. Like, it is insane. His father blew pot smoke in his face at 8 years old. No wonder this guy was an addict.
Oh, sad.
I know. He did heroin at 14 years old.
Oh my
Like,
God. Imagine.
it's crazy. Crazy, crazy town. So yeah, you'll have to download it and listen to it. It's so good.
I will.
So if anybody's a Red Hot Chili Pepper fan, listen to Anthony Kiedis' Scar Tissue. So I have Eddie Vedder next. So Pearl Jam.
Sounds good.
I
Well, you
know.
have a good day. I left groceries in my car.
Go get them. I went and got groceries today too. So, but he brings them in. I put them away.
I have nobody here to do that. So
Okay. I'll talk to you soon. We'll get lunch.
thank you.
Thanks, baby.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Susan. Let's bring Susan in.
Hi, Donna.
I see those babies. How are you?
I'm good. You're going to be looking at my cat. I've been sick since Tuesday, so I'm not going to show my face.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What's
Oh,
going
I picked
on?
up something from the granddaughter. She picked up a virus from her first week at daycare, and courtesy of me, when I went to visit last week, I got it. And I don't ever get sick, and this has been kicking my ass.
Oh, I hate that. You know, I always keep Zicam on hand.
Well, the bad thing was, and it was all in my sinuses, that work was short, so I couldn't take time off to go to the doctor. And Friday night, I finally called Teladoc and got antibiotics right before Walgreens closed. So that has helped. But I'm not used to not being able to do anything, and it's driving me crazy.
Right. Did you use a neti pot?
Oh, okay, now I'm sorry, I've got cats all over me. I have a Navage. I don't know if you know what those are.
Yes. Yes.
I have been using that 4 to 5 times a day, and
So helpful.
oh my God, thank God I have it.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
Yes. Amazing. Because that kind of stuff has always helped me actually from getting the sinus infection.
Yeah, well, I had no idea I was going to get it, and then it just hit me like a ton of bricks Tuesday when I was working. I had like razor blades in my throat for 3 days.
Oh,
So
yeah. Oh, look at the babies.
they're all over the place. So yeah.
So, we were down to no pets, and then I went and got this dog, and now it's our whole life.
Oh, it's an adorable dog too.
Oh my God. She is ridiculous. She is just our whole world.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, I couldn't imagine a household without one. So I'm glad you did get one.
Oh my God. She is everything. Ken and I just fawn all over her. It's too much. She is princess.
Aw, well, they
So-
should be.
Yes. Thank you for buying tickets for the Whitewater show.
I am very excited. I'm going with my friend Heidi, who has been my friend for forever, but she also is the one that takes care of my animals when I'm
Awesome.
gone. So she'll enjoy the show.
I think it'll be a really fun show. I'm really excited about this venue.
Yeah, we do. Heidi and I do the Clinton Comedy Club at the Boxcars during
Okay.
the winter. So we're used to doing comedy, and she knows I've talked about you. So she's excited to do the combo.
Nice. Nice. That'll be fun. Yeah. It is a good combo. And my comedian, he is so fun.
Good.
So
I'm looking forward to it. And Fuzzy Pig is a nice venue also.
I am excited about that venue. I think she's going to be fun to work with. So yeah, I'm really excited. And like I said, I think we're going to end up in Montello doing something soon too. So that
I don't know
can-
where Montello is. Where's that, up north?
Yeah, it's, I just did a party up there, and I kind of grew up going there on the weekends. My godparents lived up there.
Okay.
So yeah, it feels really good to maybe quite possibly do something up there.
Oh, good. So where are
Yeah.
you looking for your house? What area?
Probably Beloit, Clinton, Janesville. I don't know.
What you're used to? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So we are kind of excited and hoping to get something that'll work for what we need. So,
And it's nice to have a tax deduction.
yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. So what can I do for you? You want me to um pull some cards, do some what do you need?
Just pull some cards. I just actually wanted to pop in to see how this worked. Not that I wanted to be seen or anything, but I thought, well, it'd be nice to listen on and see how this is going. So,
This
yeah,
is a fun way to do it. I love
Yeah.
this. I love this. Hey, let's tell a story first. The very first time I read for you.
and I have that written in a book. It was on my birthday, and
It
I
had to be
I
2005, 2006, 2007, right in there.
somewhere back there, you were still living in the haunted house you were in. I think it was like
Great
a
big
third
house.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I went on my birthday, and I just went as a birthday treat to myself. And then I was going to ask you about my mother-in-law that had passed, and also my neighbor across the street, Lucille, whose husband had just passed.
But
Yeah.
you didn't have to ask me.
No. Yeah, both of them were fighting over getting the messages through to you. So I think I took like 10 plus pages of messages that everything was dead on. And Lucille actually still reads through those pages I wrote out for her. She goes over them all the time.
Oh, that's
It's
so
very comforting
cool.
to her. Yeah.
So what I remember about that reading, and I'll never forget, is that I heard this 1970s song in my head, Arizona.
Yeah.
And I told you that.
Yep.
And you were like, oh my God.
Yep.
And because I would have never came up with the name.
No, her name was Zona, and that was the only way you were going to get it.
Yes. Yes. And it came through that song.
Yeah.
So it was just so funny because I get names sometimes through songs. So yeah.
That was a very cool reading. I really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
that, and it helped my sister-in-law and my friend Lucille tremendously.
Yeah, that was a fun reading. And we just sat in my dining room and kind of went on and on and on and on until we were exhausted.
Yeah, I think they definitely gave you a run for your money because I remember you saying, "Oh my God, they're like pushing each other out of the way to get messages through."
Yesterday, it was like I had some people, I was reading for this girl, and she had so many people, but it was like a 1970s, like laughing. They were popping their heads through doors and
Oh
pulling
yeah.
back in.
Yep.
And it was making me laugh because it was like laughing. And I couldn't like get them to identify themselves properly. They just popped through and popped back out.
Oh, that's funny.
And so finally I got them to identify themselves properly. It was like so weird. It was the weirdest thing.
That's an interesting way for them to show themselves. That's
Well,
odd.
it was so funny because her dad was in Vietnam. So I
Okay.
think he was trying to give me a time frame.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it all made sense in the end, but it all totally made sense in the end. But it was so weird because I felt like I'd just reach and they were gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was crazy.
I know when I
Okay.
went to your last Whitewater show, and it was at the 841. I don't know if it was called that or Randy's, whatever it was back then. And I remember I went with a friend, and I didn't catch the messages you came up with until I got home because I think I was just overwhelmed. But my father and my uncle came through. And, with some of the messages that came up, like with the ice cream, we went for ice cream every Sunday. And then my uncle he had MS. So, I mean, there were so many things until I got home, they didn't make sense, or I just couldn't think quick enough. So that was very cool also.
That's why I always say, take it home with you. Take it home
Yeah.
with you. I don't get like all caught up in you got to think of it now for the audience because it's not important. It's
Well,
your
you're in the
message.
spotlight too, so it's hard to think. So yeah.
No, and I know like people get caught up in the deer in the headlights. You're looking
Yeah.
at the audience, you're staying in there, and you're not going to think of it. Just like the woman earlier who couldn't remember who Barb was until her son walked in the room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just don't get all caught up in that. You got to prove it to me because they don't have to prove it to me.
Right.
They'll think of it. And I don't know how many times I get messages later on from people who are like, oh my God, I know exactly what that was.
Yeah.
So goes back to the woman in Kenosha last year whose son kept talking about Elvis and saying, Elvis is everywhere. Elvis is everywhere. And she's like, my son was not an Elvis fan. My son really didn't like get Elvis. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she kind of made me feel like an idiot in front of an audience.
Right.
And then later on, I get a message that night even, and she says, I am so sorry. My son went to Memphis and toured Graceland 2 weeks before he died.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you forget that? But you're right.
Yeah. She's like, I didn't even think of it. It was a trip with his buddies. And it never even occurred to me that that's what you were talking about.
Wow.
Well, Elvis would be everywhere in
Yes.
Graceland.
Yes.
Because I kept saying he's everywhere. He's all around him. Like, all I see is Elvis.
Wow. Yeah, that would totally make sense. But yeah, at least she figured it out later.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I've got some cards pulled for you. Right now, I get total balance in your life. You have 2 of Swords. It's almost like you have taken control of your life. You have decided that you are in charge. You've opened your throat chakra. You have decided to speak your truth.
Yeah.
And because you speak your truth, it's created more balance in your life. You've been able to say, this is what I need. And it's given you what you need. You're not overworking yourself to the point where you can't speak up for yourself anymore. Does that make sense?
Makes total sense. I have dropped friends longtime friends that don't work in my life anymore. I'm taking my time with my volunteer work. I'm doing just enough to make me happy and to help out. And yeah, I'm not working a ridiculous amount because I'm at a different sanctuary. But yeah, I was almost 13 years and putting in over 30 hours of volunteer time. And
Oh, because you were at the
Valley of
one.
Kings. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you're not there?
No, I took her down big time. I
Mm.
definitely showed everybody who she was. So, but it needed to be done. I know Spirit was telling me it's time for you to move on. And it
Well,
was
you know,
perfect
big cat
timing.
people are weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes, don't you think?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
those kind of people can get a little like over weird. I don't know how to say it.
Well, she's the owner of the place is a whack job, period. She's just a narcissistic sociopath, and she's a black narcissistic person.
Oh, I'm
And
so
she's just,
sorry.
but I put it up with it because I love the animals and I worried about them and I wanted to make everything better, give them a good life, enrichment. And when she did stuff that went totally against ethics, that was it. I just exposed her for who she was, and it was time for me to go.
Well, and I don't think any of those places, eventually they all do things against ethics.
I would say more the exotics, yes. Where I am now, and I call her young lady. She's my daughter's age. She's 36 or will be 36 in June. She worked at Valley of the Kings. I actually trained her there, and then she went through pretty much the same thing I did. She's been dealing with PTSD for over 15 years because of that woman, and she opened up a farm sanctuary, and it's done the way it's supposed to be. The place
Good.
is spotless. The animals are loved. They get regular care. She's involved with them day in, day out. It's the way it should be.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I know. I just always hear the horror stories,
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
The neglect. Yeah.
But that's really interesting. I feel like that move is a good move for you.
It was
I
the
mean,
best thing I could have done.
It's weird though, because I definitely get you creating, how can I say this? Having an idea. This is almost like you have this law of attraction kind of like idea and create something of your own with a group of people.
Yeah, and that could be sometime in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I just really feel like there would be a way to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of organizing for her. I help with um, getting produce. You know, I have saved them $1,500 a month with produce pickups and with my connections. So I mean, things like that I enjoy doing. You know,
Mhm.
and like I said, I put in a little bit of time on Saturday. I come home and I'm with my animals and I do my work at home. So I'm, not gone constantly. And that allowed me to adopt more animals. Lucky me.
Well, I keep telling Ken we have to have more than one dog because this one needs a companion. So,
Well,
yeah.
I have 5 now, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
He
because I
would kill
can't
me.
say no to my fosters.
Well, this one is just so easy because she's 8 pounds and easy to feed and
Oh yeah,
easy. Yeah.
she's a little peanut.
Yeah. Yeah. 8 pounds, they just don't eat much. You can buy expensive food and it's all good.
Yeah,
But you start getting like, so many and it's hard to, you know, have the really good food and the really good care. And
yeah. I get lucky with that too. I have a friend that owns a pet store, so she gives me a break on food. I also do. I coordinate with a friend in Illinois with premium food pickup. That's given by the pets by pet food like Bentley's and Pets R Us or whatever's down there. And then I bring it up here. I keep some of it as just part of my little fee, and then the rest goes to community center. So to
nice.
the out. So that's how I like being involved to help behind the scenes, and it takes advantage of food they would throw out. So it works
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. I just, I think that I never want to get in over my head. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it. Believe me,
Yeah.
I fought with this last one. It seems like once I fenced in my yard, which is like a mini dog park, I was like, oh yeah, sure, I can foster 4 more some more dogs. And then every time I get one, I'm like, okay, I can't give them up. So I was totally giving up. And then there were emergency fosters, and then I'm like, oh yeah, nope. And everybody tells me no more fosters. I'm like, no, 5's my limit. There's no way I'm tripping over them. They're all big dogs, and I have a
Yeah,
lot of
you
cats.
get the
So
big ones.
yes,
Yeah.
I love the German Shepherds. I can't help it.
I love a German too. Yesterday I saw a German that was like shaved down, like she shaved it down
Oh,
for the
probably long
summer.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought that's so smart because
Yes.
our German was just so hairy.
It's just constant brushing. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I thought that's really smart because we just couldn't keep up with ours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And for the summer to do that, I thought that's amazing.
Yeah. That is with the long hair German Shepherds, I would do the same.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So just give them that relief in the summertime.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't have air. So I have ceiling fans, and then I put on floor fans, and they can go in certain hallways where the floor is cooler. So, or the garage. The garage stays cool. So, we do our best here.
Yeah. Yep. Well, yeah, I don't know that I would get another dog that needed to be groomed because I don't want to have
No.
expensive grooming all the time either.
No, the biggest thing I do is I take them in for Toenail Tuesdays, which is $5, and it's so worth it. But I'm dragging all 5 of them to the get their toenails done. So, but to me, it's worth it rather than fighting with them. And it's worth it.
That is worth it. Toenail Tuesdays is a great idea.
Yes, yes.
So, mm-hmm.
And I always
That's
tip
fantastic.
extra because he's dealing with 5 of my dogs.
That's so fun. Too fun. Well, I will see you in June, and
Yes,
I hope you feel better soon.
me too.
And
Because it sucks.
yeah, yeah, we'll get plenty of rest, drink some hot tea, and feel good.
Sounds good. Well, thank you for
Take
the
some
reading of
ashwagandha.
Yeah, thanks.
Ashwagandha is really helpful.
Yeah, I don't think I
So
have any of that. I had some other natural stuff from my friend Mary, but then I got the antibiotics, which has helped. So, yeah, I will let you go. And thank you so much for spending time and catching up. I appreciate it.
thank you. You take care.
You too. Bye now.
Thanks. Yep. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to let you guys all go. You have a happy Mother's Day, and I will see you later this week, and we will give away this deck.